Hi, I'm Gloria, and I'm a future ninth grader, and I can't wait to learn about science in high school. One of my favorite subjects in school is science, so I am very excited to see what we are going to be learning, what this class will be covering, and how exactly the teacher is going to structure these lessons because I love lessons with structure because I need to know exactly what we're doing in orderly fashion so that I don't get all of my thoughts mixed up. So today Miss Avant is letting me try out the landing page for our biology class next year. And I'm very excited to be looking at this page and seeing what exactly is on here and what we're going to be covering for this year. I could already see the welcome page. So here it has biology notes like types of cells, cell cycle, biomolecules, and and it also has DNA and protein synthesis. So already here it looks like it has a lot of information. Here if I click on the biomolecules, it tells me all about it and what it is and things of that sort. Um, let's see, the next page is Northbrook News. So it's showing me all of the announcements, everything that's going to be going on in this in Northbrook High, such as Culture Club. So this is every Wednesday from September 18th, October 2nd, October 16th, October 30th, and November 6th. Okay, from 3:15 to 4:15 p.m. So I'm gonna receive the posters are very nice, very simple, but they still have that kind of uh inclusion and elegance to it. So that's for culture clubs these Wednesdays. The next thing they have here is football, and they are going to have a game versus Stratford Spartans, and it looks like it's going to be Thursday, October 3rd at 5:30 p.m. It's also going to be having choir. Ooh, and I love choir. That would definitely be something I am interested in. I might sign up for that myself because choirs is very fun for me, and I feel like I can truly connect with people through choir. Just singing songs and playing along instruments, it just sounds beautiful. And it also looks like they have an upcoming concert on Thursday, October 3rd in the auditorium at 6:30 p.m. So that looks very nice. So what I like about these posters is that it shows us the date, the place, and the time, and what exactly it's going to be about. And it looks very informational, and it has everything that's going to be there. Now, the next thing that it has here is the weekly agenda. So, let's say for August, week 2, cells theory and structure. So here it is showing me what we are going to see every day. So like for Monday, we're gonna do warm up, observation, and question board. So for Monday, our instructional plan is engage Mary's case, which is what I'm going to be doing. Investigation, petri dish prep, explore living or not, synchronous investigation of 3 types of organism, and it's showing me our exit ticket, living or non-living. And it also shows me here our academic vocabulary, such as biomolecule, fatty acid, lipid, polymer, cells, organelles, nucleus, cell wall, nucleic acid. It has all of these words that we're going to be covering in the class. And it looks very structured, very informational. let's see what else they have. It also has missed and makeup work. So let's say, oh, I missed 2 days of class, then it looks like I would go here, and I would have access to the link to make up the assignment, and also the last date to complete the assignment. So it looks like it's showing me when it's going to be, when the last day is to complete the assignment, when the assignment was actually given, and the original assignment name. Now, I do definitely like this because it helps me see exactly what I'm missing if I am missing school, whether I'm sick or um, doing something. I will most likely be sick, but it shows me here like the original assignment's name, intro to cell theory, notes, Mary's case study, living or not, exploration activity, and it shows me these links to make it up. And for the weeks, like the first 9 weeks, and it gives me all the original assignment's name. So that looks very nice, just in case if I miss something, I can just access it here, and it's very easy to use. Now, here it also has extra help. So this would be review links and homework. So here it's giving me the date, the topic of review, and it also has links to resources. That looks very helpful. Oh, and it also has lecture videos about class notes and class assignments. And that will help me to catch up, like I said, if I missed a day or two. And it also has GimKit and Quizlets, which those are very hands-on activities. So, for example, GimKit, it's a game where you can put in informational questions, and then you have to answer them to gain energy and keep moving through the video game. And it's very hands-on, very fun, and easy to use. It does definitely help. I think it does definitely help students grasp what they're learning better, mainly because it's more hands-on instead of just giving them a paper. So I definitely think this extra help page is very helpful, and in giving us links to the resource, the date given, topic of review, and just helping us with our homework in general. And also here it has star resource page. So here it's just giving me notes, information, videos, quick checks and Quizlets, and supporting information about all the units such as biomolecules, cells, cell cycle, DNA and protein synthesis, and all of these things, which are going to help me to pass the STAR this year. And it looks very informational, and it's giving me what it's going to be about, such as the units, and it gives me the notes and the information about what's going to be covered in the unit, just in case if I need some reinforcement on what I'm going to be, and what it's going to be on the STAR. So there's that. So I'm going to go to types of cells to do my activity. On my type of activity, so here I'm going to be doing living or not, virus versus cells. So here my learning target is, I am learning to conduct an investigation to compare the replication of viruses to cells and explain how viruses can spread and cause disease. So here are my success criteria. My success criteria is explaining why viruses are non-living, explaining how they can replicate and cause diseases. So the types of cells I'm going to be researching today will be prokaryotes, eukaryotes, and viruses. So here I will compare replication rates and what exactly is infecting my patient of today. So here for my case we have Mary with a strange rash. So here she wrote, I was at the beach yesterday, and when I got home, I noticed a red area on my leg. This morning has spread to twice the normal size, is swollen and warm. I am diabetic, and I am concerned that the redness will spread because of my lowered immune system. So this looks very irritated, very red and swollen. And it looks like it has gotten pretty big. On the side of her kneecap, it looks like it's placed there. And this is getting bigger over the course of 3 days. So it looks like whatever's infecting her, whatever cell it is working very quickly. So here in my organism newsletters, I have viruses, prokaryotes, and eukaryotes. So here for viruses, some of the characteristics it is non-living. It requires a host cell to be active and reproduce, does not have a metabolism, cannot physically move, contains DNA or RNA within the capsid, and it has no nucleus present. So for viruses, you have to treat them with vaccines because antibiotics do not work since they are non-living. So the best thing to use to fight viruses are definitely going to be vaccines. Now, for the next cell, which is prokaryotes, some of its characteristics are, unlike the virus, it's living. This one is the smallest and most common microorganism. Contains DNA in the nucleoid region. No nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. So here, to fight prokaryotes, antibiotics are going to be best for this. So because prokaryotes are living, antibiotics are going to be best instead of vaccines. And it's also the smallest and most common one. I did not know that. And now for the next one, which is eukaryotes. Eukaryotes is living. This one is the largest cell type. It has a nucleus which holds DNA and membrane-bound organelles, and its antibiotics work against eukaryotes. So that is all of the things I'm going to be using for today's case. So we'll see what exactly is infecting Mary. So here I see that viruses, non-living, prokaryote, living, and eukaryotes are living. Viruses, treatment, vaccine, prokaryote antibiotic, and also eukaryote antibiotic. So now I have moved on to my activity. So here I'm going to be looking for the reproduction time frame for viruses. So here it says the reproduction time frame is so the reproduction time frame is 5 to 7 days. So this one doesn't work that quickly, which is good. Now for prokaryotes, their reproduction time frame is here it says it can divide themselves every 20 minutes. So every 20 minutes. Okay, and lastly, for the eukaryotes, its reproduction time frame would be the cells divide every 20 to 22 hours. So this is one of the slowest ones. After viruses, of course. Let's see. Now, viruses are transmitted through, here it says, they're transmitted through bodily fluids. Now, for prokaryotes, these are transmitted through bacteria cells. And for eukaryotes, they are transmitted through here it says they are transmitted through fungus. So, okay, for the Petri results, viruses is negative. For prokaryotes is positive, and eukaryotes is negative. So that is my page filled out, and based on what I have gathered from these 3 pages and what I have learned from them about viruses, prokaryotes, and eukaryotes, I think that Mary has a prokaryote infection. I think this because prokaryotes is the fastest one because the cells divide every 30 minutes. 20 minutes the bacteria is dividing. This one moves the most fastest, and based on how fast Mary's rash Mary's strange rash spread, I believe it would be prokaryote because this is the fastest working one. And now I'm going to take a test to see if I have understood what I am reviewing. So prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So here I'm going to be comparing prokaryotes and eukaryote cells. Okay, so for specimen 1, so here I believe it is a eukaryote cell. Eukaryote. Okay, so now for specimen 2. Okay, for specimen 2, I believe is a prokaryotes cell. So I'm going to put that under prokaryote. Okay, for specimen 3. Okay, for specimen 3, I believe it is a prokaryotic cell. So now for this one looks like a eukaryotic cell, and it looks like the type of it would be protist. So eukaryotic. Okay, now for specimen 5. This one looks like a prokaryotic cell. So let's see if that one's right. Now for specimen 6. So for specimen 6, I believe it is eukaryotes. So see if that's right. Okay, for the last specimen, specimen 7. Okay, so this last specimen looks like a eukaryote cell, and it looks like it's mitochondrion. So we'll see if that's right. Okay. Okay, I might need help with my spelling. So my results, my score is 100%. So it looks like I definitely did understand what this activity was talking about. So I do understand the characteristics of prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So now I'm just going back to the website. So this website was very informational, very structured, and it gave me a lot of information on prokaryotes, eukaryotes, and viruses. And I do like that it gave me an activity to see if, like, to reinforce what I've learned, specifically like viruses and the reproduction time frame and how it's transmitted. And I like that it also has the news, so it tells us exactly what's going on every week. And I might be doing choir this year, so we'll see what happens with that. I also like the weekly agenda. I like that it has a very structured lesson, and it tells us exactly what we're going to be doing on Monday, Wednesday, like the whole week. And I do like that. I need structure to make sure I know exactly what we're learning and when we're learning them, and where we're going to be taking the test so that I can study more, which this website also helps with to study because it has extra help. So extra help will definitely help me because of the GIMP kits and the Quizlets. Like I said, these two are very good educational apps because students can actually learn hands-on, and they are more likely to um, remember exactly what it's going to be covered and the questions, because if they don't answer the questions right, then they don't get energy to keep moving on. And it also does give you a score so you can see what exactly you need help on. I do like that it has like a table to see what I have missed and what I need to make up. That's very informational. I also do like the star resources page, especially because it tells me exactly what's going to be on the star, what I should be looking at, what I should be studying to make sure I do pass it. And overall, this website is very informational, and it gives me information about a bunch of topics in biology and what exactly we're going to be learning and the Northbrook News. And one of the main reasons why I like this website is because I can learn at my own pace. Because sometimes the class moves a little bit too fast for me to grasp a deep understanding of what we're learning. So I know I can just access this website and it can show me exactly what we're learning. Like, say we're learning types of cells. I can come back here and I can open an activity and see if I know this stuff. And it also will help me study for tests, make sure I know exactly what I'm doing. And overall, learning at my own pace is definitely better for me because I can make sure that I know exactly what is being covered on tests and things of that nature so that I know that I am prepared for it and I don't feel like I'm going to fail the class and I'm going to do good on it. This website also helped me with my language struggle because, as you could probably already tell, I need some help pronouncing things. So this website does help me learn how to pronounce things like prokaryotes. I do still need help with my language, but just hearing other people speak and like listening to how they pronounce it will definitely help me in the future and learn how to pronounce these words right. And this definitely does help me because you may not think that it helps students learn, but it does help because it kind of reinforces what we're supposed to say, and just by hearing it come out of somebody else's mouth, like for it to be said right, is definitely a lot to help students with language, because some students may just speak Spanish so they need help learning English. So this website definitely helps because it does provide that so that students can hear what they are saying and what they actually need to do. So one suggestion that I think should be added onto this website is a place where students can communicate to each other, whether it's like some sort of chat box or document of some sort, so that students can help each other on the exam. Like for me in middle school, when I was doing tests and exams, it definitely did help me to study with other people, because if I needed help, I could just ask them to explain it to me more in depth, because sometimes exactly what we're not understanding can't be in like the things in this website. So I definitely do believe that by enabling students to talk to each other, it would just overall help the student body improve their grades, and it would be a very nice thing to add to this website, because sometimes students learn from each other the best. So if we can just add something that helps us learn from each other, I think it'll most definitely help with grades and everything, because they can like teach it to them, make sure that they understand them, so we can learn from each other, so that the student body kind of comes together and they help each other to make sure that we are understanding what is being taught in school, and so that we make sure that we pass.